Good morning, everyone, guys. Last session, we discussed about collections, right? A collection framework. Yeah. Collection framework. This we discussed in the last session. Okay. Now, because I hope my screen is visible for everyone, right? Okay. Yeah. So, last session, we discussed about collection interface, collection framework. In that collection framework, we discussed about like a list interface, and we discussed about a set interface, and we discussed about map interface. Map interface. These two are belong to collection interface. This is belong to map interface. Okay, there is no connection between them. These three are belong to collection framework, and these two coming from one hierarchy. Map interface is coming from one hierarchy. Okay, fine. Next, once you are familiar with the collections topic, next we have the topic servlets. What is servlets? If you attend the interview, first question they will ask, what is servlets? Servlets are the normal Java classes. Servlets are the normal Java classes which will have the methods like init method and service method and destroy method, which will take the parameters, which will take the parameters, process the parameters, process the parameters, and return the response. Process the parameters and return the response. And return the response. Return the response. Okay, fine, very good. Now you guys are clear. What is servlet? Servlet are the normal Java classes which will have the methods like init method, service method, destroy method, which will take the parameters, process the parameters, and return the response. And return the response. So for these servlets, I already make one document for the previous session. So same document I'm using here as well. So see here. So from starting to till now, we learned core Java. With the help of core Java, we can develop the standalone applications. Standalone applications meaning within the system only we can able to access. Within the system only we can able to access. Okay, like we can design like a calculator, simple applications we can design, but those applications we can able to access within the system only. There is a JDBC. JDBC meaning this is the mediator in between our Java application to database. So all our entire data we need to store some place, some location, right? That location is called database. So JDBC will act as a mediator between Java application to database. JDBC meaning Java database connectivity. Now the sublet definition is this one. which will have the methods like init method, service method, destroy method, which will take the parameters, process the parameter, and return the response. And what is the purpose? With the help of Servlet, what we can develop? With the help of Servlet, we can develop web applications. What are the web applications we have? Flipkart, Amazon. So these all kind of web applications you can design by using Servlets. Servlets. Okay, it is used to develop the web applications using Java. I hope you guys are clear. Now, the next question is what is web application? Web application which can be accessed by the multiple users at a time is called web applications. Which can be accessed by the multiple users at a time is called web applications. Web applications runs inside the server. What is server? Server meaning server is a program which is used to run the web applications. So what are the servers available in the market? Apache Tomcat, JBoss, WebLogic, Glassfish. These are the servers available in the market. So in Java, Apache Tomcat is the like recommended one. Like this is very compatibility to our Java. That is the reason we will download the Apache Tomcat server. Next one is web application architecture. Web application architecture mainly contain two actors will be available. One is the server, second one is the client. Server and client. Client means person or system which will send the request to the server to access the web application. Okay, client means person or system which will send the request to the server to access the web application. To access the web application. Again, what is server? Server means which is a program which is responsible to take the request, process the request, and return the response. And return the response. So for writing the servlets, we need one API. That API is called JW API. JW meaning Java Enterprise Edition. Java Enterprise Edition API. So make sure whenever we are writing, we need to add those jar files to our project Java Enterprise Edition. Come to here. Next heading is steps to develop the web application. What are the steps we need to follow to develop the web application? So what are the steps? First one is set up server software. So there are many servers available in the market. So from that we are going with only Apache Tomcat server. Okay. So now I will tell you how to download and install the Apache Tomcat server. So before that I could complete these all the steps. Create dynamic web project using IDE and next one is set up the build for the required libraries. Create servlet class to handle the request and response. Map the servlet class to URL pattern. Every servlet should have the unique URL. The project and compile our source code. Package our to dart class files. Deploy. Now we'll see how to download Apache Tomcat server. Simply go to any Chrome and look for the Apache Tomcat server download. Apache Tomcat download. So it will go to official site. So where actually I would like to download Apache Tomcat 9 server. So you will get these kind of options from that. In my case, my operating system is 64 operating system. So simply I'm downloading this one. It is downloaded, which is in the format of zip. You need to extract that zip file, and then I would say then only you can able to reuse. This is zip file. Zip file meaning all applications are will be in compressed format. So if all applications are in compressed format, we I would say we cannot reuse them. We cannot use them. Make sure you have to extract the zip file and then only can able to use. Okay, fine. Now come to you have to do the extract. extract all. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Now this is the try this. Try this. Mm. Where Linux OS what can install small Windows అయితే వేయడం నాది 64 ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ కాబట్టి నేను ఇది డౌన్లోడ్ చేస్తాను. Okay, so you can keep all. This is one tool, right? This is the one tool. So what in my case, what I'm doing? So I created one folder, and what all the tools are required for developing any project. So I kept all the tools inside one folder. Okay, inside one folder. See here, Apache Tomcat 9. So this I kept already previously I kept, but in your case also we can kept all in one tools that we can easily identify the where actually all the tools are available under, right? Yeah. Now what I did actually, I downloaded Apache Tomcat. Server. How you can download? Simply you can look for the Apache Tomcat and then click on that Apache Tomcat server. Here you will get the download options. Go to the Apache Tomcat 9 and download 6.64-bit Windows operating system. Okay, so when you click on this, it can automatically download from download to your local. So by default, which is in the format, you have to extract. So once you extract, so in my case, what I did, I kept all the tools in one folder. Okay, now this is Apache Tomcat server. This is Apache Tomcat server. Okay, this is also okay done. Now the next step is, this is done or not? Yes, this is done. Next step is create a web dynamic project using ID. If I want to create web dynamic project, I need ID, right? I am going with my ID, DevTools. So where actually I have Eclipse. I'm clicking on it. Eclipse also I'm opening. Launch. Create one web dynamic project where actually uh, now go to file, new, file, go to new, and there is a look for the dynamic project. Look for the dynamic project. See here, dynamic web project. Click on that, and here you can give the project name. So in my case, I am giving the project name as the access map. Axis, Axis Bank, Axis Bank project. I'm giving the name. So as your wish, you can give any name. Okay, this is the project name, and Apache Tomcat server is the 9.0 and 4.0, and go to the next SRC folder. Go to the next. No need to click on this and finish. So see here, you guys can you please see here, the project is created or not? Yes, the project is created. So inside this project, I'm going to the web content. So here parallel to the web content, I'm creating one more file actually. The file is some HTML. Web content. There is a new HTML file and click on new.html file. These files should be parallel to this web content, not web info. Okay? So this all placed inside web info. We don't want placed web info. Go to web content and take a new file. Take a new and HTML file, and where actually I can mention new when I open this one. Okay, okay. Now, yeah. So see here, I created one file. Inside this file, I would like to write some content. The content is like H1 element. Hello, servlets. Hello, sir. This is the some dummy message which I written here. Now I'm saving this one. I want to deploy this one. If I want to deploy this one, so initially here you will get the option that is please add the server. So click on that. You have to select the server. So when you select the server, so directly you can start the server and then right click on it and then deploy. Deploy your server. Run on server. Select the server. Go to the next and finish. See here. So this any browser can go, anywhere can open, the data will come. The data will come. The data will come. So here the thing is set up the server software, meaning you can download and install the server software. Next create the dynamic project. Already I showed you like how to create the dynamic project and all. Next one is build set up the build path for the required libraries for servlet API. So you downloaded already one Apache Tomcat server, right? In that Tomcat server, there we have actually libraries. So if I open the Tomcat server, so see here, these many APIs will be there. These many jars will be there. So we have also Apache Tomcat server, right? This is this one. You have to make sure you have to give the build path for that one. There is a project, right click on the project and build path, configure the build path, go to class path, here add external jars. There is a servlet API.jar, right? This one. Select that one, click on this and apply, apply and close, apply and close. That is the start step. Make sure whenever we are doing the web project, so using Java, you have to follow the same steps. Whatever the steps I given, the same steps we need to follow. What are the steps I given? Same steps we need to follow. I hope you guys are clear, right? What are the steps I given? Same steps. In your case also you have to follow. Okay. First step is done. Second step is done. Third step is done. Next one is create servlet class to handle the request and response. So how we can create? Come to the project and there is a folder for creating Java resources. So simply here I am mentioning the package name. Package name is project name dot access bank dot servlet programs servlet. Inside the package, I would like to create servlet. I would like to create the servlet, and here I am giving the name is demo servlet. Click on this. Servlet got created. Servlet got created. So now, if you guys see what I am doing, do post method, do get method, and so as of now, do post method is not required, and this is also not required as of now. Come to here, this is also not required. Get right a dot, append dot request or something. So here also this one I can remove this. Get right a dot, write method. Hello everyone. This is the simple servlet, right, guys? I am writing. So this is the servlet which I want to deploy. Okay, so simply I can do the deployment this one. So I can simply save the file, run as server, select that one, next, finish, restart the server. So see here how I am accessing this one. What is this? This is the port number, this is the project name, and this is the servlet mapping URL. So whenever you are accessing any project, you have to follow the same structure. You have to follow the same structure. If you want to call any servlet, so this is the structure you need to follow. First one is port number, port number, and 80 localhost meaning the server is available in our local only. Next one is project name. Next one is project name, and third one is servlet mapping URL. Mapping URL. For example, come to here. Servlet mapping URL in my program is this one, demo servlet. Okay. If I would say, if I change this one, I am hitting with some wrong error. Now you can see here what kind of error you are getting. You are getting status 404 is not found. Okay. I hope you guys are clear. So make sure whenever you are hitting the path should be the correct. Then only you can able get the data. If you are giving the wrong data, then you won't get any output. You won't get any output. You won't get any output. Okay? Yeah, fine. Now this is also done. Next one is map the servlet classes to the URL pattern. So see, every servlet have unique URL pattern, like which in my case I created demo servlet, right? So in actually based on the requirement we will give the names. Like you can develop the simple websites. You can develop the websites actually. For example, if I open our search website, so see here home. If I go home page, about page, and trainer dashboard page, they created simply with there are 5 to 10 pages. Okay, if I go to the this page, see here how they design this page. This entire thing you can design by using servlet guys. Any website you can design by using servlets. By using servlets. Now come to here, login servlet, and I created the servlet, and so after that, when we are deploying that one, what happens? So parallelly, our classes will be converted into Dart classes that will be created as the var file, and deploy the var files into the server. And so see here, you can try to hit this number, like server mission, IP port number, server port number, app name, and your path. This is the uh, hitting with the path. I hope you guys are clear. These are all the steps, right? So steps to develop the web application: set up the server software, create the dynamic web project using IDE, set up the build path for the required libraries, create the servlet classes to handle and request, map the servlet classes to URL patterns, and every servlet should have the unique URL pattern in the project, and a login. This is the URL mapping, and this is the class name, and this is the URL pattern, and this is the class name, and this is the URL pattern, and this is the class name, and this is the URL pattern. Okay, so after that you should be familiar with some of the terminology, like what is redeployment and what is undeployment. Undeployment meaning, come to here, if you want to redeploy once again, then that is called redeployment. Redeployment. If I, if I deploy this one, run on the server, click on the finish, this one. You don't want that one, then if you can remove, that is called undeployment. So next we have the Tomcat server folder structure. When already you download the Tomcat server, right? So see here, um, which is available in the dev tools. You can open the Apache Tomcat server. These all the tools are available. bin log, config logs, temp, webs, and work, right? So what is the purpose of each one? Bin, it contains the binary files to start and stop the server. To start and stop the server. Next, libraries meaning it contains the libraries. Config meaning it contains the configuration files like server.xml, users.xml. These all the files are available inside the config. Next, we have the web apps. This is called deployment folder. We need to keep war files here for deployment. Next, we have the temp file. It can contain the temporary files. You can delete them. And it contains server execution files as well. Okay. Next, we have HTTP protocol methods. What is HTTP protocol? HTTP protocol method. For example,
Krishna,
yes, yes.
we discussed up to 5 or 6 points, right, in that above.
Hmm?
We discussed about, I think, 5 to 6 points. What about that remaining points in that web servlets?
Server.
In that servlets, please go up. Here we discussed about, I think, around 5 points. What about six? These remaining points. Those all are
This,
completed. Huh?
yeah, this is which files we created, which files we created dot class files. Come to here, and what files we have? These files are in dot class files. So in any, I would say there is a process, right? In the starting or second session, we discussed about any Java class files that we can convert into dot class files, meaning that is the bytecode, that is the intermediate code that we can deploy into any server, that we can deploy into any server. So here also parallelly compile our source code. Source code meaning this is Java class. Java class is this file is called source file. And normally in case of our core Java, manually through the command prompt, we can do the compilation. But whenever we are using the IDE, so parallelly it can check the syntax errors and parallelly it can do the compilation. Compilation meaning it can convert dot class files. Parallelly, it can convert dot class files as well. Now, if you create like any number of classes also, Java files also, that ID it will convert dot class files. It will be convert dot class files. Okay. So all collection of dot class files is called var file. So that var file we will keep inside the web archive. So what happens actually when you deploy this project, entire project, for example, now I want to deploy. Deploy meaning I am pushing my entire project from my local. This is ID where actual ID is present. ID is present in my local, right? From my ID to I am deploying to the server. The server is 4502 port number. So simply what I am doing, click on the project and run on server. I am doing the deployment. Click on that and go to the next and click on the finish. Click on the finish. Okay, so this I am deploying. If you want a specific file, whatever the file you want, that file you can give the path here. For example, what is this? I am taking the main.html and here somewhere here you can mention Axis Bank. After that, give main.html. Main.html. Axis Bank. Give file main.html. See here. Hello servlets is hello servlets is coming. Okay. So parallelly, ID will create the dot class files and uh, web archive. Web archive meaning it is the collection of dot class files. Okay, so when you click on the run on server, this WAR file uh, will move from our IDE to server 450 to server. So once we deployed from here to there, then we can easily able to access that one. That where actually I can show you. Go to the dev tools and web app. There is I'm deleting this web apps. Inside these all the folders I'm deleting. Okay, now come to here and this is the Tomcat server. Now I started the server. Now I can deploy my entire project. Deploy. There is an option run on server. Click on that. Finish. Okay, now go and then check in uh, that location. Here you can cross verify Tomcat. Click on this. I'm stopping the server. I'm taking a new server and that I could mention for the Axis project. Go to and click on the finish. So see here, I added one server. Start the server. Now I would like to deploy this project into that server. So here the point is when you deploy, meaning when you click on the run on server, our all the war files, dot class files will be moved from our local ID to 450 to server. That is called deployment. That is called deployment. So how we can access our files? Mission number, port number, and project name and URL pattern. URL pattern. URL pattern. This is the Tomcat folder structure. What is the bin Tomcat folder structure? It contains, we have the bin folder, it contains the binary files to start and stop the server, and it contains the libraries. Libraries from that library also we added a servlet ab.jar, right? Next, next we have configuration files. Configuration files are available in server.xml like port number. All these available in the configuration files. Next we have web apps. So when you deploy the WAR files, that WAR files will be keep in the this location. When you deploy, that deployed project will be available here, this web apps. These are normal like a temporary folder. It can contain the temporary folder and delete them. And logs will be created some log files to track the progress of classes, and we can identify the progress of methods and all. Then we can use the logs. This is the Apache Tomcat server folder structure. Our application, when you deploy, that will be kept in this location. Like bin folder, it can have the, if you can open that, so you can check each one. You will get uh, like if you open the binary files, it will contain start.bat files and shutdown.bat files. If you open the libraries, it can contain the jar files. If you open the configuration files, it can contain the XML files. Web apps, if you open this one, our project, after deployment, our project will be available in this location. Temporary files are available and log files. It can contain the server execution log files. It can contain the server execution log files. Next, we have the HTTP protocol. HTTP protocol meaning, for example, in the browser, this is called request item. The request which is in the format of string. Now I want to send any request. For example, if you take Facebook, uh, Instagram, like all the servers are available in the client locations. Most of them servers are available in the UK, US, right? So when I try to hit the Facebook, www.facebook.com, the request where I am present currently in here, Bengaluru. So when I click on the request, that request is go to the UK and it can taking the data, and that data it is bring back to my location. So how my request is going, how my request is coming. So there is a mediator. For example, if I want to go to Martali and I want to come revert back to the search office, then how, through the vehicles. I can go to the vehicles and I can back to search office. Same way, request also it need one it need one mediator. With the help of that one, whatever the request we are searching, with the help of that one, it will go to the I would say client server, and then it can take the data from there, and that data it can process and it can show to us. So here also HTTP protocol meaning, the definition for the HTTP stand for the hypertext transfer protocol. What it will do, it will act as a client meaning our browsers only. This is my system call. My system is called one client, and server. Server meaning where actually our database is available. For Facebook, it is available in UK. Most of the web applications are belong to UK and US. So obviously the databases are also available in the same location. HTTP protocol is divided into, there are two parts, guys. What are the two parts? HTTP request and HTTP response. HTTP response and request. Then we have the methods: get method, post method, and put method. So if you want to know how each method is working and all, so there we have the one tool, that is the Postman tool. So when you want to work in the IT environment, you have to familiar with around 20 real-time tools like Jira, Git and GitHub, Postman, debugging, Dockerman, SonarQube, JUnit. These kind of real-time tools also you guys should be familiar. Meaning you also uh, have to have the knowledge on real-time tools as well. Now I want to know like what happening in case of get method, and what happening in case of post method, and what happening in case of put method, and what happening in case of, if you want to know what happening in case of these all the methods, then there is a tool that is postman. There is a postman. These methods are called HTTP methods. So when our request is moving from our client to server, then we use these methods: get method, post method, put method. So each method has the each purpose. Get method to get the data from the server. When you use the get method, so it can go to the request will go to the server and it can bring the data to us. And post method is it can submit some data to the server, that is called insertion. And put meaning to update the data in the server. Delete meaning to delete the data. So I hope you guys are clear. Now you guys, I hope you understood what is HTTP protocol. HTTP protocol will act as a mediator between client and server. And when you, so all the requests will be in the format of strings. So when you look for any string, so that it can have a mediator. That mediator is called HTTP protocol. With the help of HTTP protocol, our this is the string will move from our client. This is my client, right? So whatever the browsers you are using, that might be a laptop, mobile, all are considered the category of client. That client request will go to the server with the help of HTTP protocol. So there actually we have the methods like get method, post method, put method, and delete method. So each method has the each meaning. Get method meaning to get the data from the server. Post method meaning to send the data to the server. Put method meaning to update the data. And delete method meaning to delete the data. I hope you guys are clear what I said. Tomcat server folder structure, and this is the complete process you have to follow while creating the web applications. After this, this will be act as a mediator between client and server, and these are the methods. And there is a HTTP status code server. HTTP status code meaning, for example, so when you are working in any project, you will get the errors. So you will get these kind of errors. There are five types of errors. When you try to hit any URL, you will get there are five types of errors. So mostly we will get this is not a error, this is the success code, and mostly we will get this error and this error. Sometimes we will get this one as well. So what does it mean? For example, HTTP status codes. First one is the information codes, information errors. Next one is the success code errors. For example, where actually you can, if you want to check these codes and all, you have to have this is which error 404. So this is belong to which one? See, in between 400 to 499 is the client side error. Client side client is who? Client means user. User may try to hit with the wrong URL, then it will throw the error that is 404. In between 400 to 499, that is called client side errors. And sometimes the data base also will not give the proper response and all. I mean server. In that case also we will get the errors in between 500 to 500 to 5. So this is all about redirectional. So sometimes redirectional course meaning. So when you try to hit the this URL, so internally it will redirect it to another project. So sometimes that kind of issues also will come. So mostly we will use this one, and this one. Sometimes this one, rare cases this one. So total for we have there are five HTTP status codes. First one is the information codes, success codes, redirection codes, client error codes, server error codes. Server error codes. So this is all about today's session, guys. So I hope you guys are clear. So what actually we'll do? So no, normally you can create the pages like login form pages, and that login form page you can design, and that that we can deploy. We can create login form pages that we can map with the Java classes, and when we deployed login form, we have to validate the username and password. So Like that, you can design the pages and all. Pages and all. So as of now, today, what you guys will do, we have to download the Apache Tomcat server and create the files like front end files. You can keep the front end files parallel to the web in one. And the next one is, yeah, like that you have to do, and then can do. And guys, your interviews will be like Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so all of you make sure in the interview coding will be there. So all of you, everyone, please be prepare the coding as well. Your interest will be on Saturday and Sunday.
అంటే రేపు రేపు ఎల్లుండా కృష్ణ లేదా నెక్స్ట్ వీక్? హలో,
Can you speak little bit louder?
అంటే సాటర్డే సండే అంటే రేపు ఎల్లుండా లేదంటే నెక్స్ట్ వీక్
No,
అలానా?
no, no. Next week లో Saturday, Sunday.
ఓకే
7, 8 వస్తుంది డేట్.
ఓకే
9 నుంచి ఏం స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది, 7 సాటర్డే ఉంటుంది ఇంటర్వ్యూ. ఎవరైతే అది క్లియర్ చేస్తారో వాళ్ళు ఏం అవుతారు.
ఓకే
సాటర్డే ఉంటుంది.
అంటే జస్ట్ ఇప్పటి వరకు జరిగిన జావా కోర్ జావా మీద ఉన్నది.
అవును, ఇప్పుడు వరకు మనం ఈ స్టార్టింగ్ నుంచి ఇప్పుడు దాకా ఏం చెప్పుకున్నాము వాటి మీదే కోడింగ్ ఉంటుంది.
ఓకే ఓకే.
మండే ఒక క్లాస్, మండే క్లాస్, మండే ఒక రోజు క్లాస్ తీసుకుంటాను. మండే లాస్ట్ క్లాసు దాని మీద అదే ఈ లాగిన్ ఫామ్ మీద మనము ఒక జావా క్లాస్ తీసుకుని ఎలా కనెక్ట్ చేయాలనేది చూస్తాము. మీకు మండేతో లాస్ట్ క్లాసు. మీకు ఇంటర్వ్యూ అనేది సాటర్డే ఉంటుంది. ఆ సాటర్డేకి మీరు ఇప్పటి నుంచే ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వండి.
ఓకే. అంటే ఇప్పుడు